Hey everybody, my name's Max. This is Mom's Basement TV. Thank you and shout out to Tom. Tom made me this awesome Mom's Basement TV graphic. I'm going to be using this as my profile picture, or a variation of this as my profile pictures, banners, all of that good stuff. And after I finish this feed, I'll figure out how to do transitions and stuff like that on the video, so that I can easily move in and out of this image as we move forward. Hopefully you guys like that. I think it looks pretty cool, and thank you again to Tom. He probably won't watch this, but even if he doesn't, give him a shout out. This is Mom's Basement TV. Today we are going to be playing Double Dragon 2, which you are already hearing, but will be seeing on your screen very shortly. Double Dragon 2 is a game that I played a lot as a kid, sometimes with my brother, who actually happens to be watching right now, it looks like, and a lot of the time by myself. And I think this is a game I have never beaten before. As I've said in the past, I'm not terribly good at games, but I'm going to give this a go. So here it is. I'm going to bring both myself and Double Dragon 2 up. I would also love to hear your feedback and thoughts on maybe even the lighting, the audio. Should I turn the music or video game up, or me up, or anything along those lines? And also the lighting, if it should be a different color, different brightness. I do have control over that right from my phone, which is next to me. So thanks again for watching. I'm going to get this started, and Andrew and Russell, good to see you guys coming in right from the beginning of this thing. I appreciate that. Oh, except my brother has left. Sorry about that, Russell. Apparently I just was not good enough for you. But I get it. Dusty's here. This is great. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to die a lot, though, man. I can't promise anything. But I'll do my best. Here we go. Oh, man. It looks like a bunch of you guys are showing up right now. Thanks for coming in. I'm going to get started. I probably won't be paying a ton to the chat, at least to start the game off, because we're going to see how it goes. I'm going to do... unfortunately, no one decided they were going to join me tonight, but the invitation is open to anyone that's local and knows me, obviously, or I guess doesn't. Shoot, I'll have someone come over. You guys can let me know that you want to come play. I do post a couple days in advance the day and time that I'm planning on doing it, and eventually I'm going to have a more consistent schedule. This one, I actually really like this screen because the selection here is up and down, and the selection on Practice, Warrior, or Supreme Master is the select button. I don't know why, but that's really an elegant solution to not having enough buttons on this thing. So I'm going to do one player, I'm going to do the medium difficulty, and we will see how it goes. In 19XDX, which we've already passed, violence ruled the streets of New York City after the nuclear war, even with the crime syndicates growing bigger every year. Two young men were brave enough to challenge them. While their names were Billy and Jimmy Lee, people called them the Double Dragons. There's a great Double Dragon movie about this. And yet, the dragons had one terrible enemy. To fight against him was the destiny and fate of the Double Dragons. One day, Shadow Warriors attacked the city, and Billy's girlfriend, Marion, was killed. Wow, that is something. This is a child's game. We start off with murder. There she is. Busty as all hell. That's funny. I don't think I've ever watched this all the way through. The Double Dragons swore to avenge her death. Let's go, Double Dragons, Mission 1, into the turf. I think I've always skipped this. That was fun. Okay, so that's kick, that's punch. This is jump. So if I jump and kick, that's the spin kick, right? Okay, this is already embarrassing. Here we go. We got this. Here we go. Okay, if I jump and kick, jump and punch, no, jump and kick. Man, this is, what if I jump and... Alright, somebody out there tell me how I can do the spin kick. I can't figure it out. I know, Jason Esco was telling me that I had to master it in order to beat this game. Clearly that has not been done, because I can't even figure out how to do it. Oh, I just did it. What did I do? I don't even know what I did to do that. think in the future, I might, before I start playing, pull up the like instruction manual and like do a quick read through of the game. Oh, that's right. Punch and kick alternate depending on what direction I'm facing. Oh yeah, that was so good. Did you guys see that? Jumped over the guy. Okay, how do I do that? Oh jeez. Guys, how do I do the spin jump? I can't figure it out. Please let me know. I have no idea. I'm going to refresh this chat so I can actually see how many of you guys are in here. God, I don't know. Alright, well, if one of you guys tells me how to do the spin jump, I'll be, while jumping, press and hold A or B. Hold. Okay, I'll give it a try. Thank you. I think that's Ren. Appreciate you, Ren. We'll give it a try on this next set of bad ladies. Oh, jeez. I really wanted to get her whip, but it's clear that I am not good enough to... Oh, I forgot about that. That's one of the reasons why I sucked at this game as a younger person. I would just always accidentally jump off. So if I jump and hold... While jumping, press and hold A or B. Oh, I have to just do a really quick... Okay, that's so easy. Well, now we know. Got it. Got that knife, throw that. Get this guy. This is good. I feel pretty good about my chances right now. It's interesting that the weapons go away. Also, sorry about the, like the screen being kind of, what is it called? Like, you can see the top of the screen at the bottom of the screen. I had a lot of difficulty with this game earlier, and I cleaned it a ton, but I just, unfortunately, was not able to really get it working 100%. So we're dealing with it as we go. Yeah. Cool. Thanks a bunch, Ren. I think I have it mostly down. And here's, what's his name? I think it's like Bobo or something. God, this is so great. He just ducked over it. Oh, he got me so good. Okay. Oh boy. He's got me cornered, guys. Here we go. Let's get out of the... See, he's ducking over it. Or ducking under it. There it is. Oh. He comes back, though, right? Yeah. That's a super weird thing. How much of this, like, is technological? Is it magic? Is it... I just don't... It's a very strange situation. Hey, Tom. It looks like you're watching me. I just got a text message from you. Thank you so much. I did use your image at the beginning of the feed. I'm going to figure out how to do fade ins and out with the OBS software. They're escaping in that chopper. You'll never make it. Mission 2 at the heliport. This is good stuff. What's an overpowered move? The spin kick? I couldn't even hit the guy with that. Or you're talking about his grab. I can appreciate that because that really did a number on me. Alright, here we go. Let's see if I can... Nice. Thanks a bunch again, guys, for watching. I hope that you are having a good time so far. I know I am. I'm getting to play a video game right now. This is Double Dragon 2. I can give a little bit more history of me with this game, I think. Oh, I forgot about the knee kick. How do you do that? I gotta figure that out. So, with Double Dragon 2, I have, like I said, been playing it a while. Since I was very young. And I think it's a game that I've never beaten before, which is a bummer. Although, to be fair, we're going to find that there are a lot of games like that for me. you know, was not a very... I didn't put a lot of weight on completing games. Oh my gosh, if I had realized that that was about to happen, then I could have dodged it. Oh no! Did you see that? That's a real bummer, isn't it? Well, gotta get out of that. Gosh, I can't believe I have no life. I only have 1 life left. Man. Okay, well, at least I have this ledge to throw them off of. So, sorry about that. I got sidetracked by a little bit of action on the screen. I have never beaten it. There's a lot of games that I have never beaten, which is super unfortunate. But also, it gives me a chance to relive a little bit of that game, of these games over and over again. It's kind of like with reading books for me. I have a really poor memory for books, so I can reread books over and over, and it's almost like it's a first experience every time, which is pretty cool. Yeah, he tried to get me with that. Spin kick. I have to figure out the timing of it, because I feel like when I do it, it's above their heads, right? Look at it. It's way above their heads. How am I supposed to hit them with that? Oh boy. I remember these guys being really hard for me when I was younger too. It's because they're so fast and they throw the ninja stars. Okay, where's the second one? Oh. That's right. That's right. Spin while falling. Man. Hey, bench glue. Do I know you? Are you somebody that I work with, hang out with? Hold it, you'll never escape from us. Look at that. That's a double dragon. The chopper escaped into the neon-filled night, but guess what? I grabbed onto that ladder. So, good luck to them. Actually, to me, I only have 1 life left. Here we go. Let's get these guys. You want me to spin kick while falling? Oh, I forgot about the door. Wow. Okay. That's fine. We're fine. Don't worry about it, guys. We're fine. That's right. Spin kick while falling. I feel like I can't... That's right. I can get this guy to... No! Oh, no! Oh, that was so lucky. Come on, that's not even fair. Oh, wow, he can headbutt? That seems reasonable. See, okay. See, I can get it at the peak. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh, that was so lucky. I feel like I lucked out on getting through that level. I appreciate it. Oh, Lisa. Awesome. Thanks for coming and joining us. I appreciate you being here. The chopper is landing on a mysterious island now. I can't believe I'm already on mission 4. I feel like this is going better than I thought, even though I have 0 lives left. Okay, let's try the spin kick here while I'm falling against the... Oh, wow, he can throw a thing. But he's never done that before. Oh boy. It's a boomerang, apparently. On the jump kick, jump, then kick at the end of the jump. I'm really trying here. Yeah, I don't think you can. I think the spin kick is too high. So, like, I'd have to be down here. I wonder if that works. I'll have to try it. But, oh, I go in there. That's right. Yeah, I would do a quick Google search for me. Can I spin kick lower to the ground? Also, I can't jump in here. That's interesting. If I can throw him, then he's gonna hit the spikes. Yeah. Oh, come on. Fuck. This game is really interesting to me because the life counter is so kind of counterintuitive. It's not like a straight up hit for hit, like one hit is a square lost or whatever. So it's hard to keep track of. That went really well, everybody. I'm definitely better than I was when I was a young child. We'll definitely say that. Okay. Spoke too soon. Let's see. Where was I? I feel like I've lost track of myself here. I'm glad that all of you are watching again. I truly appreciate it. I don't understand why you're doing this to yourself. Watching someone who's not good at video games play video games seems strange to me, but you know what? There's a reason I'm here. And it's because I just like playing video games, regardless of how bad I am at them. Whoa, he can do a cartwheel? That was weird. That feels really like 90s action, like in the Ninja Turtles TV, or not TV, in the Ninja Turtles movie, there were for sure a ton of cartwheels, right? Like the bad guys are out there just jumping around like crazy. Oh, I lost the knife. I thought I had the... Oh no, he has such a longer reach than me. Holy shit. Maybe if I kick instead, that'll be... Oh, smart. Yeah, it's a longer reach. See, I never would have thought of that when I was younger. Okay, doesn't matter. Here we go, here we go. Just gotta... Come on. I only have one little square of life left. I don't recall if this game is like a like, do I continue from where I die, or am I gonna start over every time? Google hits for spin kick while falling happens at the beginning. Yeah, so I think the spin kick is less awesome than maybe I thought it was. Oh, wow. Why did I do that? There's a space right below. Guys and girls, everybody. That's tough. That's a really tough loss. I think I can do better. I hope you agree. We're going to see how it goes. If I die at that same level a second time, I might flip the difficulty down to practice just so I can see how far I can get. But we're going to give this another try. I feel like I've gained a lot of experience. I'm well versed in how the different moves work. I'm not quite sure how I make the uppercut happen, or if it just happens. Oh, it's when I land. If I punch immediately after landing, that's pretty cool. You want me to play Supreme Master Mode? Okay, here's what we'll do. When, inevitably, I die again, right now, or not right now, but this next time, I will play Supreme Master Mode. And we'll see how far I can get in that. And then after that, we'll go practice mode and see if maybe I can even beat the game while we're doing this stream. I'm not sure how long this game is, but I can't imagine it's crazy long. Oh, I kicked instead of punched. That was dumb. I do like games like this that have a control scheme that changes based on the direction you're facing, but it's such a minor change that it doesn't like negatively impact you. You can easily grasp the concept of what's happening there. God, those cartwheels though, right? He literally cartwheeled across the whole screen just now. That was so good. Hey there, Mara. Playing Double Dragon 2. That is a game that has a lot of importance to me in my history. Whoa, you can go this way? What's happening right now? I wonder if there's some sort of secret or something over here. Huh. Or maybe I could have just walked over there to get a little bit more room for fighting. Interesting though, right? Okay, here we go. Now last time I lost my first life right here by stupidly jumping off of the building. We're not going to do that this time. We're going to grab this whip and lose it immediately because we've already killed them. Yeah, here we go. Look at that guy cartwheeling like a madman. It seems like it's a waste of their time. Oh, it's Alfredo. That's right. Hi, Alfredo. Nice to see ya. Thanks for coming. Double Dragon 2 specifically is the Double Dragon that I played. So that is this game here. When I was a kid. The first Double Dragon I had never played until about maybe 5 years ago or so. And then there we go. Double Dragon 3 though That game I've never played, which is a real big bummer for me. I love Double Dragon 2 specifically, and I feel like it's kind of silly that I've never played it. Luckily, I recently acquired a copy of it, so I will be able to see ducks. Okay. Alright. Look. Boom. He liked that. Hola from Vegas. Who's in Vegas? Oh, Alfredo, you're in Vegas and watching this stream. That's pretty hilarious, man. What are you... 3 is great with a wall jump? That's cool, man. Gosh, yeah, maybe I'll play 3 sometime soon. Yeah, see, it's kind of a bummer that this guy ducks underneath the jump and everyone else is too short for me to do the jump. There we go. Head out to the strip. What hotel are you staying at, Alfredo? Thanks for coming, man. I can't believe you did, but that's cool. Are you that's a good question too. How is everybody watching this? Is it on your phone, a computer? Can I see those stats somewhere? I wonder. I guess I'll have to find out. Yeah, that's right. Do that jump kick. This guy's gonna try to throw his little boomerang at me. Not gonna let that happen. This is going so much better already. Last time I only had 1 life at this point. This time I have 3. Really good. Hey, look, there's a ladder over there. In between Overwatch matches, that's fun. iPad in bed. There's Lisa. Yeah, so Bench Glue is Lisa from work, for those that work with me. Andrew Seeley is someone that I played X-Wing with quite a bit. And is that the only way we know each other, Andrew? I'm trying to remember if we knew each other before that. iPad Pro 12-inch while playing FIFA 18. That's cool. I really wanted to get FIFA 18 for the Switch, but heard that it just didn't really get the job done as a FIFA game, unfortunately. See, if I had known that, I could look at how much I'm avoiding here, and I'm just going to stand here. I'm going to knock these dummies off, and then uppercut them into oblivion. Throw that thing. Yeah, this is good. Okay, cool, yeah, so it was X-Wing. That's right. Yeah, so Andrew, we played X-Wing together, but pretty much everyone else here right now, at least those that are in the chat, are people that I work with. So thanks again. I appreciate that so much for all of you. And hopefully we can keep growing and, like I said, get some people in here playing games with me, because I think that'll be a lot more fun. I mean, I'm having a good time playing a video game, and hopefully you guys are having fun watching me, but I think the conversation is going to be a lot better once there's a second person. That's not to say I don't want to do more of these too. I do like playing solo games. I think I might do more like RPG stuff solo more often, and some of these action or platformer games I might start doing more with people. And then there's going to be... Oh, they can hit each other? There we go. Come on. There it is. And 1 more. Oh, I thought I timed that right. Oh, come on. If I can... there it is. That should be it. This game came out when you were a senior in high school. Hang on a second. Lisa. No. That cannot be true. What? Okay, you're making me look this up. What year did Double Dragon 2 come out? I thought it was the early 90s. Double Dragon 2: The Revenge came out in 88. You were not a senior in high school in 1988. That is just not true. Tell me. In 88. I was 2 years old when this game originally came out. Probably actually was owned when I was 2 years old, thanks to both my brothers and parents. My brothers definitely played video games. Maybe not as much as I ended up playing video games, but they were a big part of, or a big reason why I ended up being able to play as many video games as I did. And my parents owned a book store that also was a video and video game rental store. So I was able to get a hold of a lot of... Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, that was so lucky. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn away and kick instead. Here we go. That's how we do it. What if I'm just... Gosh, I'm just trying to kick right now. Oh! Nice. That's the way to do that. Your brother had it. Yeah, you were I mean, I don't know how old you were, but you're the same age as my oldest brother, I think, if I remember talking with you about that. But yeah, so my brothers played a bunch of video games, but thankfully my parents, like I said, owned this store where I basically had unlimited access to a huge library of NES games. And then later on, they did do some SNES, Super Nintendo stuff, but that was kind of when I started borrowing a lot more games from friends and saving my allowance up to buy video games for myself. The Super Nintendo was kind of the first console that I felt like was mine, even though I distinctly remember buying it at a Costco while Russell was with us, my brother. But I feel like it was really meant for me at that point. And he was going to college in a couple years from there, and I feel like in high school he had already kind of leveled off a bit. Although I do remember his friends coming over and playing some N64 games once I had the N64. I think we played a lot of like Star Wars, Shadows of the Empire. Shadows of the Empire, that's the one. Gosh, that game is good. Actually, that's not true. That game did not age well. But the idea of it is good. And it's really cool that it kind of was based off of a comic book and book series that now is technically not in the canon. Dang it. I'm really bad at that. I need to get better if I'm going to do well here. But yeah, so thanks to my brothers and my parents for, making video games a thing in my life. That's a big deal for me. Hey, my brother's back. One of my two brothers is watching now. Russell is the one who, he probably doesn't even remember this, convinced me that Mega Man 2 would eventually be able to be a two-player game, and I would be able to play as Proto Man, the guy that looks like a Red Mega Man. So I thought that the two-player secret was going to be that. And I'll tell you what, I told my friends that a lot. I was trying to convince them about it, Holy man, I cannot get this guy. This is not good. I gotta get in there. Okay. This did not go this badly last time. Oh my gosh. I've got to get inside of his punch. Shit. Oh yeah, that was so fortunate. I think that's the end of the level too, right? Oh, right. That's right. Here we are. Okay. Man. But yeah, so it was really cool having access to so many video games growing up, and then being fortunate enough to be able to convince my parents that I should be able to keep buying video games with my saved up money, or oftentimes they probably just bought me games, to be real. And then relatives would buy me games on holidays and stuff like that, so it was always really nice. The first console that my parents didn't help me buying at all was the GameCube. And a friend of mine in high school said that he was his family had accidentally bought two of them or something, and so he had an extra one that he would sell me. And at the time, I was so excited about the GameCube coming out and playing Luigi's Mansion that I suggested that I get it from him and then pay him back monthly, because I couldn't pay him all at once and be able to get it right at the beginning of its life cycle. So I told him that I would pay him, I think, $20 more than the value over the course of like 6 months or something like that. Something insane. And he totally did it. It was one of the Roach brothers. I can't remember if it was Andy Roach or it's a good thing he's not watching because I just forgot. Jack Roach. It was one of those two. I don't remember which one, but I really appreciated that too. I was able to play Luigi's Mansion and Metroid Prime. Should I have gone on that top one? Is there some reason? Because it looks like you can't even do it, but maybe you can. So yeah, that's a little bit of my own history. I guess I probably have to go up here. Yeah. Oh, look at these guys. Oh, no, they're the same. I just hadn't seen them go down a ladder before. Anyone have any questions about Double Dragon or thoughts about my gameplay? Or, shoot, for that matter, thoughts about the channel? Anything that you guys want to see more of, want to see differently? Or for that... Oh, gosh, that's so good. I keep forgetting that I can do that when I get knocked over. Okay. Let's see how we do here. Oh yeah, these guys have dynamite. Like, the girls have grenades, the girls in the pink leotards. These guys have dynamite sometimes. I'm gonna try it. Nope. I feel like I should be able to, like, uppercut him or something. He ducks at that too. But you know what? If I jump, he ducks. That's an interesting... So I can just jump into him and uppercut because he's... Oh, shit. That was miserable. So if I miss that, he just throws me over the edge. Cool. Nice. Man, my first life lost in this playthrough. But so far, much better than the last time, right? I'm glad you guys are watching. Oh, I forgot about these guys. They're like a mid-boss in this level, if I remember correctly. I don't think it's the end. Oh, gosh. But maybe it is. Maybe it is. It's been a long time since I've gotten this far. Or even put this much time into playing Double Dragon. It is a more fun game playing with a second person, too, to say the least. So you can see that player 2 stuff is over there. Hey, look who it is. Hey, Tim. Thanks for coming in. Oh, I don't remember this at all. What am I supposed to do? Okay, so clearly I need to get up. Oh, I do remember. I have to get into that door, but also not get crushed or something. Let's see if I can... Come on. Stop doing that. Oh, I can be up here to start. That'll make it easier. Cool. Here we go. Oh, that hurts me, but I'm up here already. Can I stay up here? Yeah, there we go. Is this a train? Oh, look at that. I was expecting to go inside, but instead... Guys came out. Oh, jeez. Gosh, I wonder what's up with the spin jump. I wish that I have to go back down there. Can he jump up here, I wonder? Let's find out. Ah, good. I'll wait for him. It'll give me a second to... I should have been over there knowing he was going to jump there. That's silly of me. I think these guys can do, like, jump kicks or something. Maybe not. Seems like not. Oh, wow. That was not good. I can do that same strategy with this guy if I time it right. Nice. Oh, wow. Dude, he uses a football shoulder into me. What's that? Nice! Guys, we're doing it. I don't remember ever getting this far. I may have never gotten to Mission 6 as a kid. There's evil in the air at the Mansion of Terror. That does make sense. Oh, no, I've for sure done this level. This is interesting to see some platforming in this action game. And unfortunately, I feel like the controls doesn't lend itself super well to this portion. But, you know what? That's okay. I think we're going to be just fine. I assume someone's going to come out of there, right? Like, yeah. Oh, shit. I didn't realize there was going to be 2 guys right there. Oh, man. Come on. There it is. Yeah, you're not gonna make that. This should be pretty easy now. Look at those eyes up there. Somebody's watching me. Oh, did you see that? Come on, that was incredible. No one can take that away from me ever. Oh my gosh. I feel like I am the best Double Dragon 2 player of all time all of a sudden. I finally figured out how the spin jump works just now, right? Thanks, man. Yeah, it feels good. What is this? Oh yeah, okay, more platforming. What am I... Why are those over there, I wonder? Oh, got it. I just wasn't far enough over to see that. Okay, so, here we go. This is gonna be fun. I feel like I'm gonna be able to do it. Alright, good start. Interestingly enough, oh no. Oh, that sucked. These things in Mega Man and Mega Man 2 and stuff always trip me up also. Those disappearing sections. The blocks, I just can't quite get into my brain. Here we go, though. I think we did it. That's game over. That's game over, everybody. Oh, it's not. I have 1 life left. But still, gosh, that was not good. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna take a second. You guys, do you want to see me play Supreme Master and just see how far along I can get? Or see if I can get really far in the practice version? I would like you to decide. I'm gonna wait for the first maybe 3 answers and take it from there. So practice, keep playing with Warrior, or go to Supreme Master. Andrew wants easy mode because we want to see the end of this game, right? There's a story to be had here. Man, I can't believe that I lost that. Just so everybody knows, I've been looking at some camera options to try to get a better... oh, wow. So, Andrew, sorry, you're the only one that doesn't want to do Supreme. So we're going to give it a try. I'm not looking forward to it. I'll tell you that much. Alright, here we go. Are they faster? Are they smarter? Do they hit harder? I don't know. I've probably never played on Supreme Master mode before. They definitely cartwheel a lot still, so that's good. What if I beat the game on Supreme Master right now? How cool... Okay, well, there goes that idea. So they are better at countering what I'm doing, which is not good for me, because I'm not very good. Oh, man. There we go. Alright, you guys asked for this. Let's see how it goes. Do they come... Yeah. This is good stuff. Okay, so Double Dragon 2. What else do we know about Double Dragon? There was the movie. Have anyone that has seen the movie and is watching this, let me know. Oddly enough, one of my favorite movies as a kid. Not because it was good. I'll definitely agree that it is not a good movie. But what it is a lot of fun for someone that played Double Dragon, you know? It just felt like... I guess it was kind of like the... well, there was the Mario Brothers movie also, which is not good. Like, really awful. But also fun for me to watch sometimes, just as like a trip down memory lane kind of thing. Because I definitely watched that movie a lot of times, even though it was so bad. Double Dragon, the movie, was... Oh my gosh, this guy has so many knives just handy. There we go. Double Dragon, the movie, for just really captured my my imagination and made me want to play the game more, and I was just happy to see the actual characters of Jimmy and Billy on the screen. This game needs more Battletoads, or the movie needs more Battletoads, because if there was a Battletoads and Double Dragon movie, that would be really, truly something special. Maybe we can pitch that at some point, get that going. Oh shit, I thought he was dead and I was scratching my neck like a dummy. That guy was just waiting for me. That was like a kung fu movie where all the bad guys circle around the good guy, but then he never gets attacked, right? You want me to play Battletoads and Double Dragon instead of Double Dragon 2? I mean, I get it. That's a great game. But Double Dragon 2 is also a great game. Oh, jeez. So this guy I can't do... Oh, I can. He's not... I just have to time it perfectly, which I'm not able to do, clearly. Battletoads... actually, you know what? Battletoads would be a fun game to play with somebody because of how frustrating it is. And, you can hit each other, which is always a hilarious thing. God, he is brutal, this guy. There we go. We did it. But Battletoads itself, like the very first Battletoads, I have heard, though I've never gotten this far, that you cannot beat the game with 2 players. I guess the very last level moves at such a pace that you literally are not able to do it. The scooter stage blindfolded in Battletoads? That's insanity. Why would you do that to yourself? That sounds miserable. That stage is already difficult enough. I think I've beaten it maybe like once in my life, which is quite an accomplishment for me. But holy cow, that's incredible. I guess really, man, I wonder if, I was actually just listening to a podcast. It's a comedy podcast, and there was this comedian who's blind on that podcast. And he talked about, he wasn't always blind. He was blind, I think, within the last 2-3 years, something like that. And prior to him being blind, he played a lot of video games. And it made me think about and wonder about accessibility in video games. I'm super aware of it when it comes to just user interfaces on an iPhone or a Mac and things like that. But what about video games? We don't really have that same accessibility feature set up to be able to help people with different accessibility needs play video games. And I think that's kind of a bummer. But also, so much of the medium is visual, because there's not... Gosh, I don't know. Blind guy who won a few matches in the tournament of Street Fighter. Wow. Yeah, I guess that one could make sense, because you can kind of, I guess, understand the placement at the start of every match and the typical moves that your opponent might be doing. If you could kind of game theory your way into winning a game, you could totally do that part blind. And I guess the same thing is true here, where it's all programmed to do specific things based on specific actions that happen. But is that something that? Yeah, I don't know. How would you be able to do that? It's interesting. I know I've heard of people that are blind playing first-person shooters like Call of Duty and stuff like that. But it seems like, other than... And I've heard people enjoy playing those games even though they're blind, but also are not, the best at them at that point. And I guess that's not fair to say, but, they feel like oftentimes they end up being a detriment to their team when it's a team-based shooter like that. But still, it's cool that they can have a good time doing so. But I've never really thought about that. People have done blindfolded Tyson's Punch-Out. Yeah, that makes sense. You could totally do that. It's so heavily timing based. There's very little positioning that you have to worry about. Ooh, if I could, dang, Almost had an opportunity to hit both of them at the same time just then. Nice. If I can... Okay, come on. These ninja stars, right? Here we go. I ran into his freaking elbow. Here we go. Yes, we did it. Yeah, let me actually, since there's a few people in here that did not get a chance to watch the previous stream, where I was playing Mega Man X2, I'm gonna give a quick recap of what my vision of the channel is and what I think this is going to end up being. And it's definitely a lot more than just me sitting here streaming video games. I want to give people an opportunity to watch how multiplayer, like local multiplayer, really, I don't know, brings true joy to somebody. I think that local multiplayer games are something that have unfortunately been lost in the fray of online gaming. And that's not to say online gaming isn't a truly astounding thing. Like it's amazing that we get a chance to play games with people from across the world. But you know, when we were playing Mario Kart 64, 4 players in front of a giant ass CRT TV, that really is one of the best experiences that you can have. I forgot. This is the guy that I just want to hang out over here for. Oh, fuck me. God damn it. I think I should probably just try to kill him instead of fuck with him. Yeah, that made more sense. I lost a life because I was trying to get tricky. Yeah, that's my point. Like, couch cooperative games, sitting on a couch next to somebody else, telling them that, yeah, you're right, it was a projection TV, not a CRT TV. But it's the same difference, right? Like, we all, it was the same result. I guess there was less flicker, right? Like a CRT TV has a little bit more flicker than a projection TV does. But regardless, so I think that's something that really like brings people together. When a lot of people think about video games and the type of people that play them, especially back when these games were coming out, people thought in a weird way that video games were like this thing that nerdy kids did alone in their basement. Hence the name Mom's Basement TV. But I think that there's so much more than that. You know, it was an opportunity to obviously be able to play a fun game, play something with a neat story, hopefully, something that brought you joy in one form or another. But it also afforded us the opportunity to, like, get our friends to come over and play a game for an hour, have that experience, and then what was also really cool was going back to school, going back to work, however old you were, depending on the system or whatever, and talking about the experience that you had and seeing, like, geez, I'm getting wrecked right now. I gotta get one of them. There we go. But, like, getting those shared experiences was something really cool, and something that I experienced again for the first time in Breath of the Wild. When Zelda Breath of the Wild came out, everybody, not everybody, but at work, online, everything felt like it was a new discovery. Just like I mean, you know, think about the fact, like I was talking about with, wow, this guy is so much harder on Supreme Master Mode. Holy crap. Oh, I'm dead. Holy moly. Just so, like, being able to find and discover those new things, just like I was talking about where my brother Russell hilariously convinced me that Mega Man 2 could be a 2-player game. I convinced my friends of that too, and we talked about it. We tried to figure out the secrets. We got magazines. We looked up these things, and clearly that one was fake, but there was still that sense of like, hey, I found this crazy weird thing in I don't know, Super Mario Brothers. Did you know that there's a 1-up block or 1-up mushroom inside of a hidden block at this part of the level? No clue. Duck Hunt, where player 2 controls the ducks. Wait, is that a fake thing that people were convincing you of? Or is that a real thing? Wait a minute. Now I don't know. That'd be really funny, though. How would that work? Oh, I guess with the controller. It's real? Hang on, you're telling me I could have been playing Duck Hunt 2-player with the second player controlling the ducks? There's no way that's real. Holy crap. Well, I've got good news. I have a light gun and I have Duck Hunt, so we're gonna find out. My brother calls out fake news, apparently. Andrew, are you lying to us? These like mid-bosses and bosses are so much harder than they were in the normal level. Oh shit. General directions. I'm gonna need to investigate this a little bit further. It sounds like it's not real. I'll put money on it though. Andrew. Man. Alright. I just don't... Duck Hunt, where the second player controls the duck, like the direction that they'll go. Was that a thing in the Wii version? Remember they made a Duck Hunt for Wii? If that was 2-player, your X-Wing collection, don't do that. No, I know that you're saying it was for the NES version, but whoa, Beth is saying that you can control the ducks too. They don't know each other. Beth and Andrew do not know each other. So Russell, we could have been playing 2-player Duck Hunt this whole time, and we never did it. That's crazy. How is that a thing I never knew? But here we are, discovering it together, just like I was talking about. I think that's something beautiful. And when you can play Duck Hunt 2-player, that's true co-op. Well, actually, I guess it's not co-op. It's the opposite of co-op, because what is the opposite of cooperative? Against? I don't know. It's cool though. Let's see if I felt it coming. I knew that it was going to happen. PvP. That's a new-ish term though. PvP didn't really come in. Oh yeah, Beth, Lisa, both here. Thank you. Thanks again. Man, those bosses took a lot out of me. And there's gonna be more right after this too. Okay. Gosh, I lost my train of thought because I died in that river. I'm sorry. But, so, back to, that's what it was. We were talking about what the channel is going to be, how I'm going to function in the future. So we're going to have a few different kind of shows that we do. I'm going to be on pretty much all of them, I think. Only one duck is controllable? Nah, look, I don't get it. I don't understand. We're gonna play it. We're gonna do it on stream and find out the truth. Right. Yeah, got himself with his own dynamite. In every variation of Mom's Basement TV shows, I am going to be playing, unless... I guess there's a couple instances of ideas that I've had where I'm not going to be playing, but I will still be on stream. I'll be at least a voice, if not a face on stream during that time. I'm getting that uppercut down. Oh, spoke too soon. So in some instances we'll have... Holy shit, this guy is gonna knock me off. Oh my gosh. Oh no! That was very fortunate. So we'll have different versions, different shows, and on some shows, it'll be like this. I'll be on here, I'll talk with you guys through chat, I'll play a game that either I haven't played before or that I have a very strong connection with, but I feel like will be better suited to a single-player experience. But we're also going to have some shows, like I was hoping to have tonight, where we'll have a guest, and we'll play either a game that I choose, or I hope a game that they choose and has some meaning to them, so we can really talk about their history, both in gaming in general and specifically the game that we end up playing. So for example, Alfredo, who I think is probably not in the chat anymore and is more likely on the Vegas Strip. Oh no! I was so close to not getting hit by that. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I have to beat these guys without getting hit, it looks like. But Alfredo is a huge fan of Metal Gear. He's got a bunch of tattoos of Metal Gear. And Metal Gear Solid specifically, and I mentioned to him that I would love to get a chance to play the original Metal Gear for NES with him, and hopefully we'll be able to get him on and to do that. Come on. Ah! Dang it. I almost got as far, I feel like, in the Supreme Master mode. So this time I'm going to go switch to practice, because I really would like to see the end of this game, if that's possible. What time is it? 11:30. Half hour left in this stream, by the way. I was just looking at my watch because it looks like I am not going to have successfully completed all of my rings for my activity tracking. Kind of a bummer, but that's okay. So anyway, so we'll have shows with somebody where they'll be able to choose a game, play a game that means something to them, or if they want, they can choose a game, or I can choose a game for them that maybe they've never played before and are not familiar with, which is something that I like to do a lot. There are a lot of video games that I never got to play or never knew about to play. And I think that's a fun experience to watch some people learn a game from scratch and not have that familiarity that we so often do have. Oh my gosh, these enemies are so much easier than they were. Holy cow. Those pink ladies just died from one hit. So we'll have somebody on. In addition to that, there are going to be some specialty shows. I'm not yet ready to announce the naming convention of those shows because I'm pretty excited about it. But those are going to be probably drinking shows where we're going to get on, play a game like Donkey Kong Country or some other difficult platformer, and grab a drink and take a drink every time you die, or something along those lines. Create a drinking game out of the video game itself. Theoretically, we could also do we could have whiskey sips and find a game that has a cool name with that. We could do Hits a Weed. We're in California, so that's cool to do on camera. I think maybe not. We're not going to do that actually, but we'll drink. And then we will let's see, get drunk on camera and play. And I think those streams will probably be a hair longer, only because, well, I guess it's going to depend on the difficulty level of the game itself. But I think that for the most part, those are going to be a little bit longer. And then lastly, I kind of want to find a way to get a 2-episode series going, or not series, but seasons that are 2 episodes long, kind of me playing the same game twice, but the second time, and this is going to have to be a super difficult game, the second time playing it with cheat codes, with a Game Genie involved, so that I can, show you guys what that looks like too. I think that's something that we've lost a little bit of magic in the current era of gaming as well, where, back with the NES and then Super NES, and I guess N64, we had Game Genie and Game Shark in addition to the kind of hidden Easter eggy Contra code style secrets, right? Where, like Contra as a great example, you can have 50 lives at the start instead of 3 by putting in the Contra code, and I think those things don't really exist a ton anymore, other than in kind of indie, retro-inspired games, because they're trying to regain some of that magic that we've lost, that we're talking about. So I think that being able to see and experience that is going to be really cool in that cheat codes episode. And I forgot that happens. Oh, if that knocks me off, I'm going to... I can't believe I let that happen. I was doing easy mode so that I can freaking... Oh, spin kick people off ladders. Super smart. Thanks, Andrew. That's a great idea. Oh, yeah! Good call, man. I missed that one, but still, really, really smart. And another show that I've been thinking about getting together is I've got a cousin who is 10? 12? Young. He's a young kid. Likes playing video games. He's familiar with the Switch. He's familiar with the Wii. I think... probably not the GameCube, right? I don't know the timing. But, so he's familiar with those games. He plays a lot of mobile games. He's a Minecraft player and stuff like that. And I think it would be really interesting and fun to watch someone of that age group play some of these games too, and get their input. Find out a little bit about what they think about the games. Are they fun? Does the look of it really mess with their ability to enjoy it? Because they definitely look old, especially NES games, And I would like to find out what their thoughts are. Are these games as timeless as we often think they are? I think there are some that certainly will stand that test of time. Things like Super Mario Brothers, A Link to the Past, Super Mario World. A lot of those things are going to stand that test, and someone of that age group is still going to be able to look at that game objectively and say, this is good. But games like this, maybe not. The controls are super simple. The enemies are relatively easy. So I'm definitely interested to see that. And I'm also interested to kind of see how the different generations of game last. I actually think that he might look at an N64 game and think it is even more antiquated looking than something like this. And again, I think that has something to do with kind of the reintroduction of retro-inspired things. So like the 8 and 16. Oh my gosh. When you do practice, it only gives you the first few levels. Guys. I have to beat it on Supreme Master now. Do you think Warrior has fewer levels than Supreme Master? Well, I got pretty far on Supreme Master. We're going to get that done. Man, that only took 3 minutes? That can't be true. I don't know. Anyway, let's do Supreme Master here again. But yeah, so I think that'll be a pretty fun show idea. We'll try to get him in maybe once a month or so. Doesn't live super close, so that's going to be difficult. And I've even got a couple cousins that are even younger that maybe would be interested in doing the same thing. And maybe with their parents too, right? Like find a 4-player N64 game that everybody can play together. That might be super fun. But I think those are going to be some really fun show ideas. If you guys have any specific ideas about what you might want to see, definitely give that to me. I know while he's not here right now, Lewis from work gave me a pretty neat idea that I think I'm going to be able to follow through with. It's not a show idea, but it's something for a lot of the shows that I'll be able to do. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. But definitely give me those ideas. And also, you'll see, I have to figure out how to do this, but on Twitch I am going to name each show separate from one another. So this is just, I think, Mom's Basement TV solo play or something like that. But like the cheat codes game, my title for that is going to be Cheat Codes Please, episode 1 and 2, where I'm going to play a freaking super difficult game without cheat codes, play a super difficult game with cheat codes, and, you know, be able to show off what that looks like from both ends of that of the spectrum. And then we've got the drunk gaming one, which is actually, I plan on putting that on YouTube as well. Some of these shows I'll definitely get up on YouTube. I just have to figure out the editing process, and I think the especially weird thing right now is that, as I'm sure all of you know, I am a Mac user, but the software for like streaming video through my game capture card doesn't really work very well with Mac. It technically works, but for any game like this that is in an aspect ratio that is 4x that is a square, right? What is it? 4x3? Is this 4x3? No, I'm freaking out. I don't even know. But regardless, when it's this aspect ratio instead of that 16:9 HD aspect ratio, the Mac version of the software doesn't work. It stretches it out. So I have to use Windows. So I installed Windows on this MacBook Pro that I've got. But what I'm trying to figure out is how I can kind of manage. Like, I still want to. I hate the interface of Windows at this point. I used to be a heavy Windows user, but it just isn't what I need it to be in a lot of different ways. So I'm only going to use it for that, but I also need to figure out how to get the video moved over from one spot to another, which is going to be difficult, to say the least. So we'll see. But I do already have Mom's Basement TV on YouTube. I think I'm going to have to be quiet for a second so I can try to beat this boss. Sorry about that, but it's really a struggle. I don't think he's even disappeared the first time, right? Yeah, that's crazy. But we got it. There we go. Sorry about that. So, I've already got Mom's Basement TV on YouTube as well. Unfortunately, YouTube is dumb and does not allow me to, like, create the URL, youtube.com/momsbasementtv, until I get some insane number of subscribers. I went through the same thing with SoCal X-Wing, Andrew, if you recall, where for a long time it was just like the YouTube channel, or it was like youtube.com/video/12312121212 or whatever it was. And then eventually I got enough subscribers and was able to get youtube.com/SoCalXwing. And then shortly thereafter decided that that was too much work to do because I wasn't having a lot of fun doing it. But regardless, this is a lot more fun for me than that was, and I expect to put a lot of effort into this. Other than, like, I'm not going to edit the videos a ton. I might cut off the beginning or end of something if I'm, like, just hemming and hawing, or don't have, like, have anything to say necessarily. This is, okay, I have to remember to go back down. That has never happened. Okay, well, at least it was only once and I didn't get knocked off. And then I spin kick these. Thank you for trying to remind me about the helicopter. I guess technically I remembered, but it did a different pattern than the last time. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Got that spin kick. Oh, Tim, you stream. So if you guys ever want to watch someone play some more modern games, Chester Goldrush there is someone who does some streaming. And if anyone else does too, feel free to let us know so we can follow you back, or follow you on Twitch. Oh, that's what I was trying to say. I don't know how to use Twitch. But, Tim, do you know if there's any way for me to make it so that the chat doesn't have a lag, or actually both the chat and the video don't have a lag? I'm interested to know if I can make it truly live, because right now I think you guys are, what, maybe 5 seconds behind me or something, so you telling me not to forget about the helicopter, I didn't see that until the helicopter was already there. But it would be really cool to be able to get that immediate feedback as often as possible. I remember way back when Z and I did a test stream, actually, of our drinking game, where we were playing Donkey Kong Country together. We were doing it on YouTube, and YouTube streaming, and it did give us the option to like change the speed or the I guess the lag. So I definitely want to see. You can hang on. I have to mute this guy before I watch the chat. That's silly of me to do. Okay, you can set it up so there is less lag. So I just have to figure it out. All right. You want me to play Hearthstone on this? I'm not going to do that. Hearthstone is not a thing that I ever want to play. I played it briefly a few times, and I just don't want to do that. There can be intentional lag for competitive games. Oh, interesting. So I can increase the lag, but can I decrease it, I guess is the thing. Okay. Oh, Tim, do you play Hearthstone? I guess that's... Beth is saying that you could play Hearthstone on your stream. I would probably watch that sometimes. Watching people play a card game, like a digital card game, is less interesting to me, especially because I love watching people play actual card games, probably because I love playing actual card games. But for some reason, when it's digital, like Hearthstone, I don't like it nearly as much. Oh no, that door's about to open. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, here we go. I gotta get... Oh no! Fuck, man. That really blows. Here we go. That door better open right now. Damn it. Timing on him is very different than the others. For that uppercut. No! Hey, Ryan is here. Wait, hang on a second. One of the guys from the Double Dragon movie is the chairman from the original Iron Chef? What? Hang on. You're talking about one of the two actors of Billy or Jimmy. We don't know which one, because who knows who's who. I'm sure we could find out pretty easily, actually. Is the Iron Chef chairman? That doesn't make any sense to my stupid brain, but I guess I'll have to look it up. Definitely have not talked about that yet. Anyone else know about that? We did talk about the movie for sure, not a ton yet. One of the coolest things in Double Dragon that I liked for whatever stupid reason as a kid was that damn gold amulet that I think, if I remember correctly, based on the story, or from the story, it was like split in half, and then they had to form it together to like make the power of the Double Dragon really form or whatever. Wait, so Russell, you know that he's the chairman? Come on, how is this common knowledge that I'm just not aware of? That's pretty incredible, though. Man, I wish I could play on easy and finish the game. It's interesting that we've got a practice mode. That literally is a practice mode in that difficulty setting. So that's good to know, I guess. You know what? I bet when I was a kid, I thought I beat the game when I was on that practice setting. Wait, he still is the chairman for Iron Chef. Thoughts on Final Fight? I like Final Fight a lot. I actually owned Final Fight 2 for SNES already, and was planning on eventually playing that as a beat 'em up at some point. But just found a really great price on a Final Fight cartridge. I think I got it for $4 or something like that. And I'm really excited about it because I played a lot of Final Fight with my friend Lauren Horowitz growing up. Maybe I shouldn't say last names of people when I do that. I don't know. Is that weird to say in public of like, I don't know. No one's going to go stalk them. I know all of you that are watching this. I guess if ever this becomes a thing that a lot of people want, God, I'm going to have to stop talking to beat this guy. There we go. So one of the interesting things about Final Fight, I think, is the, fuck. Oh no. Is that game over? No, but it's about to be. That's not fair. What a shitty spawn. Final Fight was really cool because you got to choose your character, if I'm not mistaken. Come on, man. And there was even some, like, interesting Capcom-y, Street Fighter, like, cameos, which I thought was a really neat idea. And also, I think the first Final Fight... Let me think. Maybe it's like a second or third Final Fight or something, but there is actually a playable character in one of the Street Fighters that originated in Final Fight. Is that a thing? I wish Z was on here so he could tell us. Need to work on my grab then throw. Is there a thing that I can do to do that? I thought that just happens as I hit him more. Once you grab, 2 punches then over the shoulder. That's interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. I'll have to... Oh, come on. Okay, that's not how that's going to work out. Man, this stinks, because I usually beat this guy through jumps and uppercuts, but I can't jump here. I'm about to get game over here, everybody. Come on. Game over. Once you grab, 2 punches, then throw. I'll give that a try. We've got about 15 minutes left now. Gosh, that was only 10 minutes of playing. It feels like a lot longer. Not in a bad way. It just seems like I got through so much. So I'm going to try Warrior. I feel like Warrior must be the full game, and Supreme Master is just like a super difficult variation, right? We'll give it a try. So I'm going to grab 2 punches, then the other got it. That's cool. That'll throw. We'll try it with these guys. There we go. Neat! Hey, thanks, Andrew. That's really cool. Guys, I just learned something new. I've actually learned a few new things here. So we know now how to do that. I know that if I punch right when I land, it's an uppercut. I don't know. There it is. An uppercut, like that. Okay, I can't do it again. There we are. There's also the, if I jump from being, like, down, it'll be, like, super knee. And I can also do it from a normal jump, which is a knee to the head, but is super hard to do, to execute well for me, at least. If I throw someone, I can throw them into other people. I was literally going to ask you that question. You answered the question right as I was asking it. Thank you, Andrew. Really, really cool to be able to do that and to learn new things about a game that I've literally been playing for, I don't know, close to 30 years, I guess. Does anyone know if Double Dragon and Double Dragon 2, I know they were arcade games originally, but were they on like the Sega Master System and the Sega Genesis after that? Or was it actually a Nintendo exclusive other than in the arcade? I'm not sure. Oops, I messed that one up, but it didn't matter. There wasn't a person to throw them into. Okay, here we go. This is a good run so far. I feel pretty good about what I'm doing. I think... Oh! I think I've definitely gotten the hang of the controls. The biggest piece that I need to worry about is those damn bosses and figure out how to, especially when I'm in that spiky tunnel, how am I going to beat that spiky tunnel boss? Because I don't have the opportunity then to do the, I need an in-house research. Yeah, well, so that's part of the thing. With a second person here, we could have YouTube up, we could have the instruction manual up, I said YouTube, I meant Wikipedia. We could have Wikipedia on a second computer here, or a phone for that matter, and look stuff up. Get some facts about the game, find out more about, like, you know, what, come on. Find out more about where the actors in the movie versions of video games are, because apparently either Billy or Jimmy is Iron Chef, or is the chairman for Iron Chef. Actually, I'm gonna look that up after we're done. Oh wow, he grabbed me right from that uppercut. Oh, come on. There we go. Boom. Wait, how far... Ryan, I feel like maybe you're not watching live if you only just realized that I died. I know that there is a lag on your end from where I am, but that's super late. Maybe, again, I'm not super good at using Twitch, but there might be a live button for you to press. Maybe you're a little bit behind. Just double check that. But, let's see. Where was I? I don't even remember what I was talking about. But that's part of the joy. Jimmy. So Jimmy, the actor that played Jimmy, is the Iron Chef chairman still today. Not just the original one, but is currently. What a mind... God, that's crazy to me. Watch this. Taught me that, huh? Yeah. Ah, yeah, I did die. I get you. Yeah, I died. It's a big bummer. But you know what? I feel like I'm going to be able to get a bunch further this time. I almost forgot about the helicopter again, guys. That would have been very frustrating. See, Andrew, we didn't get that preemptive warning yet. Oh, I forgot to do the spin kick to get those guys off of there. We'll get it this time, though. Good. Yeah. Oh, the U.S. Iron Chef specifically? But the Iron Chef is still a show, right? This is fun. Again, everybody that's here, and everyone who watches this later too. I am going to archive the shows both on Twitch and YouTube at some point. I might try to do that tonight since I don't work until a little bit later tomorrow, and start working on figuring out what that looks like. But really do appreciate you watching. I hope it's fun for you, and if it is, I would really love for you to follow me on different social media pages. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram are all Mom's Basement TV, or at Mom's Basement TV, depending on where you're looking. And then on YouTube, if you use YouTube and want to like watch these shows slightly edited and maybe with like an intro or something like that, and eventually I'll have intro music too. I've got a good friend of mine working on that right now. Z. Most of you guys know Z. He's working on a song for me, so we're going to have a pretty solid production value on those YouTube videos. And on the live streams, I feel like I probably am going to start off the stream with that intro every time, just like kind of a live TV show would. I don't know if that matters or if really anybody even gives a shit that that's going to happen, because a lot of the time people are going to come in as the stream has already started, which is totally okay. I have no, you don't have to watch the whole show. Nor would I expect you to, really, because especially for a game like this, there's a lot of repetition. But at the same time, I'm definitely getting better as we play. So that's a lot of fun for me to be able to watch myself get better. That definitely happened with Mega Man X2 also. For those of you that were able to watch that Mega Man X2 stream that I did, I during the stream only ended up beating 2 of the 8 bosses, but after the stream the next morning, I played some of the game, and I ended up beating 4 more bosses in probably half the playtime. So this is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to kind of watch me get better at video games too, along with the person that I'm playing with when I do get to play with them. But I digress. Let's play some Double Dragon 2. This level, I think I've died on a couple times because I was jumping over the islands and fell into the water, so we got to be careful that I don't do that this time. It's funny that like those are the ways that I've been dying the most, like getting thrown out of the door of the helicopter, just randomly jumping off of the front end. Sorry, I'm burping a little bit too. Hopefully you're not even noticing, and I shouldn't have said anything. But if you hear it, sorry in advance. Oh shit! Yeah, the spiky tunnel boss. How do I beat them? Okay, here we go. Iron Chef ended in 2014. Sorry, I saw that a while ago and I forgot to mention that. So the Iron Chef, where he is the chairman, Jimmy is the chairman, ended in 2014. There's an Iron Chef game for Wii. So I'm totally open to playing Wii games on the stream too, especially because you can see us, and I think a lot of the fun of watching a Wii game get played is sort of the physicality of that system. Especially maybe a weirder game like that. I may have spoken too soon. Let's find out. Nice. That's the first time I've gotten through those without a single hit. Feeling pretty good about that. But yeah, so I'll play. Look, this, even though this is intended to be like a retro game streaming channel, that doesn't mean like I'm not gonna play a game on Switch on here. I don't mind playing a modern system, and in fact, I would love to play a modern system because those games are equally as good most of the time. So definitely gonna. Oh, I can't even do the frickin'. Any ideas on how I can do this better? Come on. Ah! There we go. So yeah, I'll play any Nintendo system. I have every Nintendo system that has ever existed. I'm actually even trying to figure out how to stream a Virtual Boy game, or 3 or 10. I have I think something like 85% complete collection of Virtual Boy, because there were only like 15 games that came out in the US for it. And the 3 games I don't have are insanely expensive. So I want to get Virtual Boy somehow streamed, but I just don't know how that'll work. I haven't really done a ton of research on it yet. But I will. I think that would be a lot of fun, especially because, shoot, I bet at least one of, maybe not, you guys are all watching the stream, so you know, but there's a lot of people out there that don't even know what a Virtual Boy is. It would certainly be hilarious to just watch me playing Virtual Boy, because you look like an idiot playing the thing, standing, like, forcing yourself up to this tripod of a thing. It's very strange, the Virtual Boy. But anyway, back to the chat here. Russell, have I played Double Dragon 3? No, I mentioned that earlier in the stream, so let's talk about that a little bit more. Double Dragon 1, I have played a little bit. Not much, and I think the majority of what I played was in the arcade. I think for a brief while, James Games near my high school in Upland had a arcade cabinet of Double Dragon 1. And I think I might have played it at a bowling alley when I was very young a few times. And then I think probably on NES, maybe once or twice. Double Dragon 2, though, I mean, it came out in 1988, so obviously I was only 2. We had that game pretty early on. And so I've played Double Dragon 2 the most. And Double Dragon 3, I think, came out only just before the Super Nintendo came out. So it's one of those games that's a little bit more rare compared to the others. And, hold on a second. Let me do this so I can keep playing for you guys. There we go. It's a little bit more rare, and because it came out so late in the cycle of the NES, that a lot of people didn't buy it. So it's a little more rare, a little bit more expensive. But I was recently able to get a copy of Double Dragon 3, maybe about a year ago, and I have not played it yet because I was anticipating this stream existing and wanted to use this as my first kind of opportunity to play that game. So eventually we'll play Double Dragon 3 on here. Fuck you, mother. God, I can't believe I just let that happen. I'm super disappointed that I just died that way. Sorry. So, Double Dragon 3 I want to play, but I want to play with somebody because I think, again, like, playing a brand new... Come on, man. I think playing a game that is new to you is a really awesome experience with somebody else. So I really want to do that with Double Dragon 3. What are some other games that I've never played but everyone thinks I should have? Let's see. Maybe, I think it's Bobo. Oh, maybe it is a Bobo. You're probably right. Wait, Double Dragon 3 is not good? Yeah, Super Double Dragon I have played. I think Super Double Dragon... No, Super Double Dragon is not on the SNES Classic, but I have definitely played it at least a handful of times before. But Double Dragon 3 never. And it's a bummer that you're saying it's not good. Hopefully that is not true. But you know what? That's an interesting thing that I plan on doing a lot of too, is I am going to play some games that are not good games. Those will probably be some of the shorter streams, maybe a half hour, 45 minutes. But I think that's an interesting kind of piece of the history of the NES also. There's a lot. The NES has a huge library of games. I think it's something like 800 games or so. And with that being true, there's a lot of games that are just not good. But I own a lot of them, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on your outlook on life. And, what? Oh, I died. Shit, man. This isn't good. I only have 1 life left, and I haven't even gotten to the castle yet. Okay. Here we go. Motherfucker. Ah! You played Double Dragon 3 on the Genesis. It's possible that it's actually a different game. There were times, like, for example, the Aladdin game that was on both Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. Fuck! This sucks. The worst part is that... Oh, no. The worst part is that after this, I just have to fight more people. Don't you dare... No! Sorry, I'm going to stop talking for a second. I'm going to not pay attention to the chat while I do this, because I cannot keep failing to get up here. Thank goodness. Okay. So what was I saying? Oh, so the Aladdin Super Nintendo / Genesis game were super different from one another. The biggest difference that I recall is that Aladdin in the Genesis game has his sword, and in the Super Nintendo game does not have a sword, which is kind of insane that like there would be such a major difference in character. And I think that there were some gameplay differences because of that, which you know is interesting. It doesn't happen very often that if something gets ported like that, it's different. Unless it's like ported to Game Boy, that certainly was a. Oh my gosh, this is. Ooh, if he's up here though, and I come down, then I can. Yes. There we go. Take advantage of my environment, right? I don't think there was a Double Dragon 3 in arcades. I think you're right about that. Yeah, I think the Double Dragon 1 was an arcade. Double Dragon 2, I think, came out on NES first and then came out in the arcade. I could be totally wrong about this. And then Double Dragon 3, I think, was not an arcade cabinet at all. At least not initially, if it ever was. And then Super Double Dragon definitely was never an arcade cabinet. So, yeah, it's definitely interesting to see kind of the progression and difference. I mean, the same thing is true for Super Mario Brothers, right? Super Mario Brothers, well, Mario Brothers before it, and then Super Mario Brothers and Donkey Kong and all those games were arcade cabinets first. Nintendo, oh, come on, man. Nintendo made those arcades. Sorry. I'm frustrated by that. This is going to be my last run through, by the way. We're going to get as far as I can, and then that'll be the end of... I literally said that as I died. I'm sorry in advance, but it is getting... Oh, it's already midnight. Interesting. So, yeah, the Aladdin game is really good. So is the Lion King game. Both of those are games that I have and have had for a very long time. So, I'll... Fuck! Well, I guess that's Mom's Basement TV. Sorry that I didn't get further. I know that I've gotten through that castle level before, or mansion level, or whatever it is. But today was not that day. So, sorry about it. We'll try again another time. Maybe I'll stream a little bit more of Double Dragon 2 in the future. But it sounds like a lot of you guys would actually really love to get a for me to get a copy of Battletoads and Double Dragon. Let's see if I can bring this back. Yeah, hey, look at that. That's pretty cool. Again, I'll work on getting those transitions and everything there. How do the people who actually live in that castle get around? That's an outstanding question. I've actually thought about that when it comes to Super Mario Brothers castles too. Like, what the fuck? Are they built to be traps, or are they actually places where somebody lives and they just like know all the super secret passages and stuff like that? I don't know, but yeah, we'll give Double Dragon 2 another shot if you guys want. I'll definitely post up another kind of choice on my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages. Maybe get like a game from each console generation that I have and ask what you want to see played. Give you guys a chance to give that voice. And I'll do that for all of the solo playthroughs like I did today. And all of the partnered playthroughs, I think we will let the guests that I have decide. And we might even, have them decide on camera or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure out what that looks like. But again, thank you everybody for coming and watching this show. This is Mom's Basement TV. We're working on making this a cool thing, and I appreciate all of you guys doing so along with me. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks a bunch.